Well, I think this will be pretty much it for the week. You never know, but next week should be a bit better. Had an expensive weekend this last weekend on the old eBays. All but one seller. He had a lot of good stuff. Trouble is, a lot of other people thought so as well. So we have here Rails Across the Fence. It's nearly £20 new, which for DVDs, I know these small production companies obviously have production overheads, I don't know, machines they do themselves or what. I managed to find it online and watched it, and then they reduced the price. So it's not footage that I've come across. I don't know who's filmed it, but there's not much digging around on YouTube to watch old footage, you know, VHS recorded stuff or earlier. It's around the area where I live, sort of Kings Lynn, Cambridgeshire, Mildenhall, where have we got? Stoke Ferry branch, which is all gone now. Kings Lynn Harbour, again gone. South Lynn docks and dock branches, again all redundant and gone now. So I thought it's worth getting just purely to look around the infrastructure, the weathering, you know, the atmosphere, the look of to try and capture that in the model. So I do watch quite a few of the old train spottery videos from the sort of 80s and 90s up and down the country, along with sort of the US modern stuff that I watch. So I'm now going to go and have a watch. Well, another one arrived. Well, two actually. Excuse any background noise. I've got the ceiling fan on today because it's actually, well, even with that on, it's 25.5 degrees up here, so it's a tad warm. So, first off, let's put this one out of the way. A big thank you and shout out to Martin at Shedmouth Junction, who done a little video, although by the time this video comes out, it will have been quite a while ago, because I've just uploaded a load of videos ready to go out on YouTube, and I think we're probably 8 to 10 weeks on lead time between actual events and videos coming up, which does give me a bit of breathing space for the lull periods that you don't see. But yeah, a big thank you and shout out to Martin, Shedmouth Junction. He had a little video come out offering a few bits and pieces that were surplus to his requirements. And if anyone wanted them, and by the way, Mr. Shedmouth, you never sent me the information I require to reimburse you for postage. There were some little goodies that, and you know what I'm like for electricery stuff. I don't know what this is, but DCC systems rings a bell, but I can't quite think what it is. But yeah, we'll see if anything on the interwebs yields any information. So there was this little circuit board and some chips, I think some of them might be, I don't know, ZCT again. Some loco decoders that may or may not work, but you know, I've got to rig a little testing type thing up to well, test stuff. A lens chip, another ZTC, another one, good little, oh, and another one. So yeah, don't know what that one is. Could be a lens. I'm not really that au fait with the different types. A little lead, another one there. So big thanks, Martin, for those. So if you don't already subscribe to Martin at Shedmouth Junction, I I would be amazed if you know my channel that you don't already subscribe to his. So big thanks there, mate, much appreciated. Now, staying on electronic-y things, AGR Model Railways had another listing on eBay for yet more Heathcote boards. Now, I did search Heathcote's website to try and find out exactly what ones they were, and I wasn't 100% on which ones they were, whether these were ERDOT, infrared detection of trains, or whether they were signalling sequencers. They're all the same as far as I can see, but they don't match up with any of his boards. Now that I've actually got them, I can see on the back it says mass, so hopefully it's a mass sequencer, maybe one of his earlier iterations, because the later ones have, well, more outputs to do 4 aspect signals, so I suspect these are probably only 2 or 3, but these are probably an earlier version, a delay pot there. So if anyone has got these and has got can scan me the destructions, because on his website it does not cover this earlier version as far as I could find anyway. I spent more time than I needed to. They're also what do they call them, extended wire versions with the infrared detector and receiver on wires, which they didn't do on their earlier ones, so whether this is something the owner has modified them to, but we have quite a few, so I'm going to have to again jerry rig up something to test them, make sure that they all work, or if they don't I can effect a repair on them. But I'm not familiar with this one. It's not as complex as the newer version, so yeah, like I said, I can only assume it's an earlier one. What we got? Red, yellow, green RGB, DY or something on the other one, I can't see. So yeah, there was 15 of them, I think. Let's just have no, just a compliment slip, not an invoice. I'm sure there was 15. So yeah, if they'll do up to 3 aspect, that serves me quite well. Now there was one buried in here. Here it is, with a signal still attached to it. So hopefully I'm careful with that one and don't disturb the wires. Now they have brought out another lot of wires. Maybe it went to a second signal or was looped back to the next module, I don't know. I know there was some with extra resistors popped on the circuit board somewhere in one of them, but yeah, I'll have a ramage off cam. Here we go, there's one. It's got a load of resistors bridged to it for some reason, I don't know why, unless that changes the range of the pot and increases or decreases the time without looking at the circuit board. We've got a couple of 3 jumped off the back of it as well, so I don't know what the modifications to the board are for. They might have been off a club layout or something, and someone with a bit more electronic-y knowledge than me, which isn't hard, as to why they modified them. Could be it's the resistance going into the circuit IC there to change the signalling frequency or something, I don't know. I'm guessing. So we've got the wires cut off again, they're all doubled up, so they probably went to signals. But why there's a pair, I don't know. Unless one went to the display board and one went to the actual signal. Who knows? We will never know. But yeah, if anyone is familiar with this layout and happens to have a destruction that they can scan and send me, The email address is my channel name at Gmail, so as everyone else's is as well. Just giving you a little dust with that brushes. They're quite good actually. They've already proved useful for a few awkward little detailing parts. So I've opened this one already, as the whole thing is covered with my address. All that's in it is a Wolfers modular pack, which I believe they discontinued these, but they keep turning up. A lot of people are asking £12 for them plus shipping, which, you know, quite frankly, you can buy a building for that. So these are they're a good idea, but I think that probably the reason they faded out was the time you buy like the flooring pack, the roofing pack, the window pack, the door pack, you get the idea. That would probably end up costing you about $80 to build, when you can go and buy a kit for $40, you know. It's a nice idea. DPM do a similar thing, but they sell sort of individual panels. So there's sections here. The reason I bought it was because it was £5. I waited for the guy to drop it. I have a few others so they can be used to knock something up. It's a shame you can't use them on their kits to expand them, because obviously they've got this interlocking keyway, a bit like laser kits do have, which obviously presents its own problem, because buildings don't look like that unless you put coins down the side, cornerstones. But that was one, so I'll have to sort of try and dig me other packs out, see if I can do something useful. It looks like it's been opened because the tape's peeled away, so hopefully everything that's supposed to be in there is there. I will check it off cam. But yeah, you have to sort of buy probably 2 of these kits to build the actual shell. Then you've got to buy the roof kit. You get it starts working out expensive. So this one is to go with my other little vehicle collection, shall we say, of British Rail maintenance vehicles, which I've been looking for one of these for absolutely ages. Unfortunately I had to buy this one online, which means I had to pay extra for it plus postage. I'm looking for another one, doesn't matter what condition it's in, because I want to transplant. I want to nick the crew bus body and transfer it onto a different cab, assuming I can still get the kits, or someone starts 3D printing Leyland road runners and stuff like that, or the old Bedford trucks which they used, because these were on their way out, or if not totally out, the old Bedford chassis cabs. So that was the other one, and that is it for today. There is nothing much left this week. Obviously it probably won't really impact the viewing or editing of videos in the future. I've bought a load of stuff off one guy, but he keeps adding stuff and he hasn't sent me an invoice, but you'll see it when I see it.